Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I am just going to put together a quick video on a new spreadsheet that I've created, and it is a Powerball. So this is a Powerball sheet that I've just developed here, and this Powerball sheet is pretty much for, well, Powerball is nationwide. All right, so this is going to be a Powerball spreadsheet that I have, and I'll be launching this pretty soon, and you'll be able to see how this whole sheet works. I'm just going to show you on this, and then if you guys want to purchase this sheet, it will be for sale online. Going to be through Etsy or something there. But this is what I have. So this is the Powerball sheet that I created with an Excel, and it's pretty much using data. And I have developed a spreadsheet that you can go back 15 years of data on this Excel sheet. And this is real numbers. So with this, so let's go ahead and start this off. So this is the main box, 1 through 69, Powerball numbers 1 through 26. There's hot, cold, overdue numbers, and then I'll show the dates, how many draws ago this number came up. The same thing with the Powerball numbers itself. And this button here generates new numbers for us every time. And there's three different sheets, Powerball draws, there's data sheets. So this is data of Powerball. If you go all the way back up, it starts off at February 3rd, 2010. And this is where you can enter new numbers. Let's say if the next draw comes up here, you enter all the information here, then you add new draw. What will happen is it'll automatically add it to the bottom of the list for you. So that way you don't have to update anything manually up here. And then from here, it goes to the frequency. So the way I play this is we base it off of the last 100 draws. So if you look at this data will go all the way back into probably 100 draws would be probably back into April or so, so, but this one is, so let's go and update this. So the new numbers that just came up here. So let's go ahead and do this. So let's take this off and take that off. And we go here. And if we hit update, this is the last 100 draws. All right, today's July 17th. And the updates here as well for the Powerball numbers. See, this is all the numbers here. And let's go ahead and update this. I took this off. And let's go ahead and add it back on. So we go back up here. And then we just go ahead and copy and paste if that thing's saved. I guess it did not. So the numbers that draw on Powerball, which is here, Wednesday, July 16, 2025, 4, 21, 43, 48, 49, and 22. So let's fill this in. So it's going to be June 16, 2025, 4, 21, 43, 48, 49, and 22. So that's how the numbers came up. So now, if you scroll to the bottom of the sheet, this is the 14th, right? So the 16th is when the Powerball played, which was yesterday. And then from here, you just hit add. Boom. This row is added. You scroll down. Now it's there. So it's added on there. And I put June. It's supposed to be July. Okay, so that's fine. So then from here, this number is based off of the 14th. So I hit update. Numbers change. See, this was 9. Now turn to 10. And here as well, the Powerball number was 22. So this will turn into, right now it says 2. Change to 3. Boom. See? So automatic update. And based off of this frequency, what will happen is you go back to the main page, which is the Powerball draws. Now you can update all your information here. So now I hit update on the coal. This is the hot, coal, and overdue numbers. So hot, coal, overdues, and then it'll pop up with how many days ago the last numbers was drawn. So there we go. And automatically too, it'll find all the cold numbers, the hot numbers, and sometimes this overdue numbers is in the cold. So that's why there's only 2 blue highlighted. So if you look through here, these numbers, 26 is over here. What else is maybe 22 is there too, and then 10 is here. So based off of this overdue numbers, cold numbers came here and took some of the numbers off of the overdue numbers here. And the same thing with the Powerball right now. There's nothing here. When we hit update, automatic calculates everything. What is hot numbers? What is cold numbers? And this is based off of the frequency. So if you go back into the frequency page, it tells you why it's hot numbers. So the hot numbers are the one on the bottom in the blue section. It's going to be a higher number. So 25, 20, those are all 9 and 9. And from there is 8. So 25, 24, and 20. See, 25, 24, and 20 are hot numbers. Then the cold numbers is 16, 10, and 23. So 16 has 0, 10 has 1, 23 has 1, 26 has 1, right? So if you look at it here, cold numbers, it's 10, 16, 23, and then overdue numbers shows is 16, 26, and 7. So then if we go back to the 7 here, number 7, there's only 2, but I still put it as an overdue. And the way the overdue works, it tells you on this side, like 16, the last time 16 Powerball came up was 105 games ago. That's how many draws ago. So if we look at, so if we look for data sheet and we look for number 16, so let's go in the Powerball number here. So let's find the last 16. So 16, I don't know if I passed it or not. Right there, 16, right? So then you can just show you how this whole thing works. So let's just do a number down and go all the way to the bottom. See, 105 frequency shows 105 games ago is the last time 16 has played. So that's how this data sheet works. It pulls numbers from here to tell you exactly what is overdue. And the same thing with the overdue numbers here. So some of these numbers here hasn't come up in a while. So maybe you can base and choose numbers based off of that. But based off of this calculations and everything else is why I created this button here. And it draws numbers here, 5 white balls, and then it draws 5 Powerball numbers for you. A lot of times these Powerball numbers is based on the hot, cold, or maybe a random number between there. So let's go ahead and draw something there. Boom, 5 smart Powerball draws generated. And now you have your Powerball numbers that you can play it off of if you want to use this. So now you have some close numbers. And so if you look at this chart here and then go back on the next game is probably on Saturday the 19th. So that's the next Powerball day. So if you want to choose some numbers here, so let's say the 13th here was it drawn off of a hot and cold numbers. Powerball is here, 13, 14, 17, 26. See, 26 hasn't been out in a while. And it shows here 26 is overdue for 85 games ago. All right, so that's probably the reason why I chose that number. Even on these ones here, some of these numbers 11, 16, 18, 29, 54. So some of these might be chose from the overdue numbers, might be chose from just randomly, but it's based off of frequency how this thing plays, or you can test your luck and base it off of the hot and cold numbers, or maybe just choose what you want to play. But that's how the sheet works. It's pretty much, I mean, it's all data, pretty much back into 2010. So if you're good with an Excel sheet and create your own frequency, maybe create one for 500 days, maybe 250, just try to backtrack which one still has a hit, because frequency is a powerful thing. So that's it's a simple sheet, but it is very, I mean, it's a powerful one. So if you guys want to purchase this and leverage the information off of what you guys want to play, I mean, these draws are randomly, so I mean, basically, you'll still try to choose certain numbers off of these hot and cold numbers, but it's just a bigger picture to see here. right? So if I hit the button again, it's going to change. See? So now the cold numbers are showing here, 22. Well, actually, this is the red balls. So 13, 20. See, hot number came here as 20. 16 as cold. Then the 8 is the random. 13 is random. 22 is random. So it shows two hot and cold numbers for you. Then from here on this side, the draws, let's see. See, this one shows it from a hot number. Then 11 is an overdue number. Number 30 doesn't show there, so it's a random number. 32 is a random number. 52 is a hot number. See, so that's how it chooses. So it gives you like an idea. That's how these numbers are drawn, but you can see here if you want to choose some of these numbers up here. See, the red represents the hot numbers here, which is 20, 24, 10, 23, and then 16 is on both sides, so I highlighted the yellow as an overdue number. Makes sense? And then the same thing with these ones. If it matches here, it'll turn yellow, but that's still an overdue number. That's still plain in the cold section side of it. All right, so that is the Powerball sheet that I have. So if you guys want to check it out, it's a cool sheet. It's a cool sheet. I'll put it on Etsy, and I'll put a link at the bottom, and you guys can go ahead and click on it and take you to the page where you can see it. All right, well, that's all. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves and be safe.